screen is visible to you all, and also I'm audible. So the topic today we are going to discuss is just-in-time manufacturing, the value chain, because our topic total revolves around the manufacturing process. So as our subject is world-class manufacturing, in which the main chain or the primary goal for any company is to satisfy the customer, because the ultimate and the final goal is customer satisfaction. If whatever the company is working, what the products they are manufacturing, the ultimate objective of any organization is customer satisfaction. If this is not perfect, whatever the process that has been taking place in the organization is waste or they are worthless. And as the chain value system from the production to the distribution, the logistics plays a vital role. Here, logistics means the distribution channel or the physical distribution or the storage of products and services. During the 20th century, there were several approaches for the implementation of logistics. And in that, the most famous approach is just-in-time concept. And as we all know that this is not a new concept, it was used for continued reductions in the material resource requirements. Let's look at its evolution and history of just-in-time approach or just-in-time production. So before going to discuss about the just-in-time approach or the method, this approach was developed by Toyota Motor Corporation in the 1950s, that is post World War II, where Japanese have been focused on developing good manufacturing techniques. Later, after the first oil shock in 1973, Toyota system attracted the other Japanese companies as Toyota, which shown a huge profits. And that was possible only through just-in-time approach. This is the system used to produce as well as deliver finished goods, and it sub-assembles or fabricated parts and may purchase materials. This wall will be transformed into fabricate parts. And it's not just a series of techniques, and rather it is a manufacturing philosophy which used to support or commitment in the participation of human resources at all levels. In just-in-time manufacturing system, each process was only produce what the next process sequence. And it was like continuous process. And this concept has been invented by Taichi Ono of Toyota. So that was evolution, that how just-in-time were used and where it was used. So let us understand its philosophy. That is, just-in-time system was that companies cannot properly calculate the material flows. The problem before just-in-time systems where the companies were following it. Okay. So, however, there was no new technique. Not the new technique. It was first found by the Ford Motor Company during 1920s, which was adopted by the Toyota Motor Corporation. In 1954, Toyota became the giant company, where they were able to reduce the wasteful overstocking in car production. So earlier, before start having approaching or using this approach, they were having a lot of wasteful parts or the production they were making and storing in the form of stock. But when they were started using this approach, they have reduced the wasteful production of parts or overstocking of cars in the car production. So this is not a simple method. Its whole philosophy has to be followed. And the idea in this philosophies come from many different disciplines, like it includes the statistics, industrial engineering, production management, and also behavioral science. That's the reason we call it as a philosophy. So let's see what actually this concept is. If you just look at here in the form of a diagram, drawing of the just-in-time concept. As it was difficult for sciences and business people to define it, even today many companies think that they are using just-in-time concept, but actually they are not realizing that just-in-time must be integrated in company philosophy and no just dead letters. They assume that they are using, but they are not looking at whether they are implementing or not. Why? Because JIF production, that is just in time production, is a manufacturing philosophy, uh, and which eliminates waste associated with time, labor, and storage space. This can be implemented only in the manufacturing organizations where we can reduce or eliminate the wastage either in the form of time or in the form of labor or in the form of storage space. So these concepts always concentrates on these three things: time, labor, and storage. And basics of these concepts are that company produces only what is needed, when it is needed, and what's the quantity that is needed. So whichever the organization is using just-in-time approach, they know very well what is needed, when it is needed, and what is the quantity that is needed. They'll not produce the irrelevant or more of production at that particular situation. Why? Because if they produce more, they have to store, so they need storage space. And when they want to produce more products, they need labor to do that. And to produce more, even they, apart from labor, they need raw material. So this all can be eliminated with the help of just-in-time concept. So just look at here how they are doing: producing, supplying, and keeping some part as buffer, and selling. Again, based on the demand, again they are producing. So this is a vicious cycle, which will be continuous vicious cycle, which is implemented in the manufacturing concerns in order to eliminate the wastage or eliminate the wastage. What is the difference between just-in-time versus traditional manufacturing? Means as we are telling, in just-in-time, we can reduce or we eliminate the space, we will reduce the labor, and even we will reduce the raw materials that unnecessarily we are using for the production or manufacturing of particular product in that particular space. So let's find out what's the difference between just-in-time and traditional manufacturing. So what we are doing in traditional manufacturing, we always try to predict the customer, what the customer will want. We will create or we will focus or we guess about what actually customer needs. And in that guess, we will produce. Actually, in traditional manufacturing, we actually do not study the requirement of the customer, but instead we will forecast or we will guess, okay, this may customers may require it. Based on that anticipation, we go for production of products. And also we always try to produce those products in large quantity, in large batches. And we believe that what we believe that is that will make machines or process are more efficient. Especially those machines require a long time to set up. And this is very typical result in long lead times. Why? Because we are investing more of amount for work in progress and also large quantity of finished goods stocks, actually which are not yet been ordered by customers. That was in traditional. Why? Because we are assuming that customer may require this product in future. But do we really received any order from the customer? No, not yet. We have not yet received any order from the customers yet. But we are assuming this may customer will require, and in the anticipation of we are guessing the requirement of customer. We do not know actual requirement of the customer, but we are estimating and producing. And we are not sure whether customer will purchase or not. That is what is done in traditional manufacturing. Whereas in just in time, we require discipline, structure, explicit process, and they follow different methods into just in time system like housekeeping. What is the physical organization and what is the discipline? What are the elimination of defects? How what can we remove it? And setup and reduction of flexible changeover approaches. Small, they will try to always produce small lot sizes. Means they will produce small batches, and they will have uniform plant load, balanced flow, skill diversification, and control by visibility, designing for process, streamlining the movement of materials, cellular manufacturing, full system, and Kanban. So these are the different methods that are used under just-in-time system. So let us see what the basic principles of just-in-time. Here, few are been listed. They are unbelievable or unpredictable deliveries, poor quality from suppliers, increased variety of materials, machine breakdown, labor absenteeism, frequent machine setting, variation in operators' capabilities, schedule changes, changing product priorities, and product modification. So these are some of the reasons for maintaining high stock is listed. Why they maintain high stock? Why? Because we do not know. Because there are certain seasons or timings where we can expect more orders. Like for example, in December month, as world over, worldwide, there will be more of purchase of gifts and presents. And the December 31st and January 1st also we may expect more of gifts that will purchased, ordered, or delivered. So we know certain things where we can keep a more stock. But uh, if we are not following just in time, to not have last minute rush, like suddenly if any machine breakdown or if any labor is absent. So avoid those possibilities. They follow the just in time. For to follow the just in time, they have certain principles for any manufacturer who wish to use just in time. The first one is elimination of waste. Why? Because this approach is mostly followed. Only main reason is elimination of waste. Eliminating in the Japanese term muda we call muda means as it is from the Japanese approach we are following as it was first implemented by Toyota. So they used it as muda. Muda means waste, and there are 7 waste that exist that have to be removed for the manufacturing purpose. They are overproduction, needless inventory, defects, non-value processing, excess motion, transport and handling, and waiting. These are the 7 waste that has to be removed. And there are also other types of waste that are exist like confusion. This has to be removed. And when you move, these are the eliminations ways that has to be eliminated. Next is quality at the source. Quality then Jidoka we call it as means ensuring the quality. We provide quality products because we trust if you do online shopping, we trust some website or some online platforms where we would like to purchase. That is because it's our belief, our trust, as a customer, we believe that is the platform or that is the website which provides the quality products or which has quality services or quality products we may expect. So that is called Jidoka is through automation it is possible. Next is simplification. Here, using minimum resources to attain process efficiency. So in just-in-time approach, they don't want any complicated or sophisticated so much of show off to make their work. They want simple ways or means and minimum resources to attain process efficiency rather than following high quality or means high technology and more number of stages which may lead to the ambiguity. So not to have that ambiguity, they'll try to have a minimum resources to attain the process efficiency. And even JIT promotes a demand driven pull system where the process starts when the customer places an order. So here in this process, in traditional how it was in traditional method, the manufacturer before receiving the customer order, they used to prepare and make ready, but whether they do not know whether they receive the order or not. But in just in time, their work starts only when customer places an order. So as soon as they receive, this process triggers and production, which in turn triggers a call for resources. And each stage in the production process manufactures only what is required for the next stage. So they don't prepare anything which is not required. Only they prepare what is required for the next stage. Only that is done under this. And kanbans or instructions, usually by cards, provide each worker with specific instruction, what to do and what to use. Next, we have a cellular manufacturing system. It's a group technology or cellular manufacturing is another major JIT principle, which concentrates on the segmented and product focused manufacturing, which is simpler and a linear process oriented manufacturing it is. And respect for people, why? Because they don't create their own things and put it on the customer, but after receiving the customer requirement only their work starts. And if you just look at here, that is Dr. Juran, that he says every problem solving breaks through following follows a universal sequence of events which will try to avoid or lead to erroneous premises and non-solutions. Just look at here, if it is a symptom is there, the diagnostic steps are followed, that is cause and remedy. What is symptom? Theories of causes, test theories to find true cause, and causes identify possible remedies, select remedy and test remedy and implement. And remedies to overcome resistance to change and hold the gains. Let's look this. This is the Kanban system where the instructions are given. It's a kind of production system which operates based on the information contained in cards called Kanbans. It's a card where the information is given. What has to be done next? So there are two types of Kanbans, namely withdrawal Kanban and order Kanban. Means for the purpose of working of the Kanban system, production line is divided into preceding process. Just look at the picture and succeeding process. And withdrawal information, a Kanban contains information how much material has to be used and where to draw, how production means this Kanban is nothing but a card where information is given through which it will be passed to the next stage. And they store it, they send it to the next stage. Like this, it will make easy to work. So you can just look at here. To do, in progress, testing, done. So like this, it will make us to complete our work easy. And algorithm for just-in-time implementation. So we have management, employees, ERP, check of the JIT, implementation of JIT, and testing the control. So these are requirements for implementing just in time, that is reliable equipment and machines, well designed work cells, quality improvement, standardized operations, full production, single pace flow, flow at the beat of the customer. And if you look at the advantages, we have a number of advantages. Main advantages: eliminate the waste, and to get the low level of stock. We should not hold more stock. Why? Because when we are holding more stock, it means uh, we are stopping the liquid flow or liquid cash flow of the organization, and always try to provide greater efficiency and high quality products. It's try to eliminate overproduction, and also it's always try to have continuous communication with the customer. So these are the main advantages of just in time, and disadvantages are zero tolerance for mistakes. There will be very, very, very rare mistakes, very rare. 0.001, making rework difficult, high reliance on suppliers. We do not know what is their performance. So it's like blind approach, and unexpected increase in order. Suddenly, if the orders are increased, like in December 25th or 26th and January 1st, if suddenly orders increase at that time, we should have a labor which may cost, because in just in time we start our work once we receive the order. If it is like that, suddenly if we receive more number of orders at a time, as we don't have proper labor and material, it may be a loss to the organization. So that's about just in time. Next we have is lean manufacturing process and applications. Lean is also a philosophy way of working which emphasizes this also is one of the process used in the organizations to eliminate the waste or to remove of waste within a process. And it is also manufacturing, or lean manufacturing is a philosophy that aims to maintain smooth production flow by continuously identifying and eliminating waste, resulting in increasing value of activities in the production process. If you look at here, lean manufacturing is nothing but synonymous with removing waste, that's eliminating waste, certainly a key element of any lean practice. So again, in lean manufacturing, it provides a systematic method for minimizing waste within a manufacturing system. It means while staying within the certain margins of control such as productivity and quality. Under this, we have examples of lean production methods in use today. There are some methods, SMED, that is single minute exchange of die, and TPM, that is total productive maintenance, and Kanban. While examples of methodologies used in manufacturing include Six Sigma, and so those are methods, and these are methodologies where we use in lean manufacturing. They are Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma, and DMAIC, that is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. And each of this movement has its own merits, unique merits, but it would be fair to say that style of management they were aiming is now generally thought of a lean. So what are the aims? So only thing is these all are to eliminate wastage in the manufacturing process or the channel to make it simpler and easy. Even Kanban and even JIT, even lean manufacturing, these are all one of the methods or the process that are used in the manufacturing concern. For what purpose? To eliminate the waste or to reduce the waste. The main object of this process is only to eliminate or reduce the waste. And aims of lean manufacturing is, if you can just look at here, the main points are these 4 points, that is identification and elimination of waste, produce only what is needed, focus on defective free production lines, and striving for perfection. These are the four aims of lean manufacturing. So, what is the purpose of lean manufacturing? Is identification and elimination of waste. Identification and elimination of waste. And the next one is produce only what is needed. We produce what is required. And focus on defective free production lines. So they will main focus is to produce the goods which are defect free. And the last one is striving for perfection. These are the main aim of lean manufacturing. So now let us understand lean manufacturing principles and ways of lean production. So what are the principles that comes under lean manufacturing? So under lean manufacturing, first, there are five core principles where lean manufacturing are defined as value or value streams, flow, pull, or perfection. These are now used as the basis for implementing. The first one is identify value. So the first lean principle is identifying value. Means in the first step in the journey to become lean, this step requires business to define what customers value and how their products or services meet those values. Means in this case, value requires like designing products which customer needs, removing the features which are not required specifically meet those needs. And by designing products to meet specific needs, business will eliminate wasteful steps which are not required. That is design for Six Sigma. DFSS is one method. By using DFSS, companies can systematically define, measure, and analyze what the customer wants. So, under lean manufacturing principle, the first one is identify value. Value here means as a manufacturer, we should know, means as a manufacturer should know for what customer is valuing, for what customer is ready to pay. So to that, and as per that, we have to produce the product. And while producing that product, see to it that eliminate those things which are not required, which are not valued by the customer. Next one is map the value stream. So the second lean manufacturing principle is mapping the value stream. Here, the complete life cycle of a product, which includes product design, the customer use of the product, and disposable of the product. Here, the step requires companies to identify and map the product value stream. Here, value stream mapping means visually map out the entire product flow, how it is. Next comes create flow, establish pull, seek perfection. So these are the different five principles. And if you look at create flow, here is creating the flow means efficient product flow. There should not stop. At any stage, the product should not stop. From the uh, point of production till it reaches the customer, it should go without any interruption. Only it is possible when you have proper planning exactly from the people who are using that product from the place where we are manufacturing. Next is establish pull. It is closely related to the creating flow and it's the fourth principle for pull-based production system. In traditional production system, we use push system, but here we are using pull system. In pull system, customer order from the shipping department, which then prompts new items to be manufactured depending on the customer's requirement, and we follow Kanban method and seek perfection. Here we always try to have perfection in the production, whatever we are doing, and the principles in the workplace until it reaches the customer. Next comes ways of lean production. So here lean practitioners have identified 8 ways. Actually, Toyota production system laid out 7 ways. But here in the lean manufacturing, they said 8 ways. They are unnecessary transportation, excess inventory, unnecessary motion of people, waiting, overproduction of a product, overprocessing, or defects. Although these all were the 7 things that ways that have been found by the Toyota. And the last one is waste of unused talent and ingenuity. Means apart from these 7 waste, the 8th waste which was found in lean production is waste of unused talent and ingenuity. Next comes elements of lean manufacturing. We have SMED or setup time reduction, Kanban, total predictive maintenance, batch size production, cellular layout. Pokayok means mistake proofing it is. And the 5S in the lean tools, we have 5S, that is Seri, Seton, Siso, Siketsu, Shitsuke. Means this all, it's a Japanese language which aims to improve workplace efficiency and quality at the source, worker involvement, continual improvement, Kaizen, standard work, visual management, value stream mapping, production leveling. Mostly we'll have here in the whenever we talk, we take most of Japanese technology and the language. And few of the tools of lean manufacturing or Andon, bottleneck analysis. These are different tools that are being used in lean manufacturing. Jidoka means automation, just in time, cycle time. KPI means key performance indicators, overall equipment effectiveness. PDCA means plan, do, check, and act. It's an iterative and scientific methodology for implementing improvements, and tact time. There are the differences between here. They try to find out the differences between JIT and lean manufacturing. So only after all that philosophy, because lean manufacturing is about customer centric philosophy, and in JIT it is business centric. Because in business they want to reduce all the wastage, and in lean manufacturing they are customer centric, and they give they give the importance to the customers. Finally, it can be said that JIT will explicitly highlight process problems, while lean aims to eliminating the problems. And here also can look at that lean can be used to achieve JIT, as the two employ almost the same set of tools, and almost both methodologies can be used to eliminate waste. But JIT alone cannot achieve this. Hence, this transformation the transformation to lean is very, very important. And the benefits of lean manufacturing implementation. When you implement the lean manufacturing, it improves the efficiency, it reduces waste, and it increases productivity. Apart from that, even it increases product quality, improve lead times, sustainability, employee satisfaction, increased profits, reduced work in progress inventory, lower cycle times, multi-skilled workers, and reduced defects. And there are different strategies for the implementation of lean manufacturing. That is senior management involvement, initiate with smaller projects, start with limited execution, employee a professional. And there are certain obstacles in lean manufacturing implementation. There are lack of management support, lack of training, communication, resistance to change, no direct financial advantage, past failures. Lean Six Sigma. Here, Lean Six Sigma is nothing but DMAIC, that is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So let's define what's the problem, what the measures can be taken, analyze it, improve it, and control. And we have Lean Six Sigma techniques under that Kanban, Kaizen, value stream, and 5S. These all can be used under the Six Sigma techniques. And because of this Six Sigma techniques, Lean Sigma, we can increase the sales, reduce the cost, and also we can save the time, money, and human effortlessly. Lean Six Sigma versus normal Six Sigma, because we have Six Sigma. So what is the difference between these two? These two are related strategies that can solve problems. Both can help companies noteworthy improvements in quality, efficiency, and use of time. These are the examples of companies that use lean manufacturing. Toyota is using Intel, John Deere, and Nike is also using the lean manufacturing. The case study of myopia is given to us. Next is block 3 that talks about innovative manufacturing systems. So what are the different innovative manufacturing systems that are available for the manufacturers? Under that, we have 3 units. That is technological innovation in manufacturing, modern manufacturing methods, automation, and robotics. So let's look at what the technological innovations that are available in the manufacturing. So you all know that we are industry 4.0, we are in that, yes. So what are the changes that are available? Technological change, the changes that are available. Because of the industrial revolutions in 17th centuries and 18th century, that is between 1760 and 1830, there were major inventions in the manufacturing, uh, starting from the engines, water wheel technology, and many other technologies, which laid a foundation for the automation in the production line. And if you also look at Frederick W. Taylor's scientific management and Frank and Lillian Gilbert motion study techniques are among the major highlights. So these all are means how these are one by one stage they are giving us how we require that. Industrial revolutions. Before industrial revolution, there was very less technology that was used. There were very few changes. But after industrial revolution, there was a major technological innovations has take place. And this all technological innovations were the part and parcel of the manufacturing organizations and the concepts for the sustainability, innovative technologies for manufacturing, because we have Potter's five forces theory, where they were leading a step, giving a lead to competitive advantage, and they brought a wider scope of technological innovations, and various concepts were related to the innovative technologies manufacturing, like sustainable manufacturing process, energy efficiency, pollution and waste management, and sustainable manufacturing and eco innovation. These all are being used. So if you just look at your one by one, sustainable manufacturing and sustainable manufacturing process, like using the technology such as IoT, 3D printing, production line automation technologies, and blow fill seal technology. So these are different technologies, a wide range of major changes that took place in the industrial after post-industrial revolutions, and energy efficiency and reducing the pollution, cradle to cradle chain it came. And in addition to technology such as we even had as AutoCAD, simulation software solutions, which changed the total dynamics of design engineering as well planning phase of production. It was totally different new world to the manufacturing organizations. And sustainable manufacturing and eco innovation. Why? Because as we have SDGs, sustainable development goals, where we have 37 to 24 sustainable SDGs. In that, we have to look out, we should have green economy. There should be less, like we should have always friendly environment manufacturing. So that we have European Union Environment Technology Action Plan, which always try to accelerate the development of environment technologies, and eco industries. While the Japanese government always promotes the concept of eco innovation, where new field of techno social innovation that focuses on the environment as well as the people. So, like this, we have OECD, which always concentrates on the environmental manufacturing, and to always see that its implementation of new or significantly improved product, but without causing any harm to the environment as well as the people. And if you look at your innovation, just you can have a glance over this industry, social infrastructure, and personal lifestyle in the technology, business model, and social system. That is as an institution. So these are the different ways how the European Union and EGAP, they always strive to produce environmental free and eco innovation that has to be done, not to have much harm to the both environment as well as to the people. So remaining part we continue it in the next session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, ma, we'll continue it in the next session. Okay. Thank you.